What up, what up, what up? Tosh here. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I came across this project, Tranquil Finance. I've seen the name pop around our Discords for the past couple weeks, but I actually dove into it last night and was really glad that I did because I ended up getting right into their initial coin offering as it ended last night. So that was really cool. But I've done some investigation on the platform, and basically what it is it's a platform on Harmony One where you can borrow and also lend a few different coins. Mostly are like top ones, so like Harmony, the one token, obviously, BTC, ETH, and then some stable coins. And it allows some really cool options because you can take out more money than you actually have and stake that and actually earn some really, really dank rewards. So today I'm going to show you a really safe investment option about how to use Tranquil Finance. We'll just briefly go through the tokenomics and what it is and what they're doing here, and then I'll show you how to use the protocol and how you can actually get more money than you actually have and earn staking rewards on that larger amount. So if you like this kind of crypto content, especially if you're into some of the play to earn gaming space, DeFi Kingdoms is awesome, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'll also be exploring with some new areas. I want to start exploring with some mental health in crypto as well. So stay tuned for that. I think that series is going to be really cool. But let's go ahead and dive into what Tranquil Finance is all about. The best place to start when looking at any new project is their white paper, of course. So let's see what they're saying. Tranquil Finance is an algorithmic money market protocol on the Harmony One blockchain. It allows users to supply and borrow assets while receiving or paying interest in a completely permissionless and decentralized way. All right, awesome. So basically, we can borrow money, we can also supply money to lend to people, and we can earn some rewards on that. Awesome. That's kind of the gist of it. All right, so let's talk about the TRANQ token, which is obviously the main token for Tranquil Finance. So there was this initial sale to buy the xTRANQ. They were able to buy TRANQ at a pretty reasonable price, but that TRANQ is locked up for 6 months, but we're earning pretty good staking rewards. I'll show those in a sec. But I'm not going to focus on the xTRANQ today because you can no longer purchase or obtain the xTRANQ. So let's just look at the tokenomics of the TRANQ token. There's 1 billion in the total supply. And here's the supply allocation. So 50% of the supply is made for the rewards, and that's going to be for anybody lending or borrowing any tokens on the platform. And then 28% is for the treasury. This is going to be like the marketing fund and all of that, used for other strategic partnerships and things like that. 10% for the team, 5% is in the initial seed offering. So I believe this is actually providing liquidity for this token on SushiSwap. And then 5% went to the xTRANQ public sale. And then, yeah, and that's the whole breakdown. One more thing to note is that most of the tokens are locked up, and most of them are locked up for at least a year. The xTRANQ is going to be locked up for 6 months, and that's going to all unlock at once. I believe that there's probably going to be a pretty big dump on that 6-month unlock period, so hopefully they stagger that or something later with like a governance vote or something. But it is only 5% of the total supply, so maybe there won't be that bad of a price drip, but we will see when we get there. So the tokenomics, like, they're okay, but most of these tokens are locked for a decent period. And one thing to know is that for the emissions, so the rewards on this 50%, it's going to be the rewards are going to be distributed over at least 4 years. So if you're early on this project, there's a good chance that the token is going to remain fairly stable for a decent amount of time. All right, so let's take a look at the platform. So this is Tranquil Finance. A couple things that you can do with the TRANQ token. So up here we have our dashboard. The circulating supply right now is 7.1 million tokens. So out of that 1 billion tokens, like, not very many of those are unlocked yet, and those will get gradually unlocked with the rewards as more is staked and borrowed through the platform. So really one of the only things that you can do with your TRANQ tokens right now, other than obviously sell them, is to put them in a liquidity pool on SushiSwap. So with the liquidity pool, it's going to be the TRANQ1 pool. You're going to earn APR about 620% APR right now, which is obviously pretty solid. All those tokens are also available immediately, so you can go ahead and stake those here if you have any. Currently I'm not staking in the LP. I'm actually taking some safer investments right now. And then, like I mentioned last night, I was able to pick up some xTRANQ from the ICO. I was able to get these. They're a little over like 32 cents or so. But really the price that I bought them at, the price right now doesn't matter too much. So about the 32 cents, these will exchange for 1-to-1 for TRANQ. And again, that 6-month period, and that's when the sale started. So about 5 months remaining on that. And I'm earning pretty good rewards on that. It's 139% APR right now. And that is dependent on how many transactions are actually happening within the platform. So pretty cool, nice rewards already. Right now the TRANQ price is at 51 cents. It was pretty high last night, and I think I got about to 80 cents or so. And then it crashed really hard this morning, getting to about 40 cents. And now we're seeing a little bit of recovery in the evening as more people are discovering the platform. All right, now let's go ahead and check out these markets. So this is where you can lend out your crypto and also take loans on crypto. So how this works is if you're lending out your crypto, you're going to be earning a percentage back in that crypto. So for example, this one, if I'm lending out USDC, I'll earn 5.84% back, and that will be paid in that coin. So in this case, obviously 1 USDC. And then you also earn rewards in TRANQ based on how much you put in. So if I put in USDC, then I will earn 54.5% APR back in TRANQ tokens. And that's just for lending out these tokens. Now, if I click on this, it also tells me what the collateral weight is. So this means that based on the percentage that I have staked, then I can actually borrow a certain amount of this coin. So I just staked $10 or 10 USDC into this pool just to show you guys. And now we can see the collateral weight. I can borrow $6 worth of USDC. So pretty cool. I can actually get now $16 total. I'll have 10 loaned out and then 6 to play around with while that $10 is being staked. Now what's interesting, so now let's go look at the borrow markets now. So the rewards are a little bit different on here. So I'm paying negative interest, so I'm borrowing USDC. It's going to cost 12% APR in USDC that I'm paying back for this. But because I'm borrowing, they actually reward you for borrowing. So you get rewarded this TRANQ token, and right now you're getting rewarded 90.75%. It's almost 91% APR. And then they calculate that out to an average of 78% APR. So kind of interesting, they reward you for actually taking out this loan. So free rewards for taking out money, but obviously you do have to repay your loans. All right, so one thing to be really careful of on this kind of platform, though, is that if you're borrowing, if you ever reach 100% of your borrow limit and surpass that, then you get liquidated. So what that means is that amount that you borrowed actually gets taken out of the amount that you loan out as collateral. So you totally got liquidated. That sucks. So that is pretty high risk if you're dealing with some coins that might have some differences there, and if we see some drastic changes in price. So for example, if I were to loan out a bunch of one, and then I were to borrow a bunch of one, and then let's say the price of one drops, then I'm actually borrowing too much money because I have to pay that back in one, and then I actually lose the amount that I borrowed from my loaned amount. So there is a lot of risk there. You have to be really careful about what percentage of your loan that you're taking out as collateral, because you can really get screwed if you get lost like that. And I'm sure that there will be some whales that will do a little bit of price manipulation to liquidate people if there's a lot of people that are being really risky with their investments. So let me show you a low risk way that we can capitalize off of this protocol. So here's what I've done. I put about 1,661 USDC in here. I still have the 10 in there from before, so 1,670 USDC total. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to loan all of this out. So that's going to tie that up in the protocol. Let's check it out. Knowing this too, there has not been audit completed, but this is actually a fork of another project called Compound, and it's pretty secure, but that is another risk that does come along with the new protocols, that it hasn't been fully audited. But here we go. Let's just put our money in. So transaction succeeded. Sweet. I put my tokens in here, and now I can see on my dashboard I'm earning 57.81% APR on that. I've got total balance again of 1670. All right, so now that I have my money loaned out in USDC, now I can actually borrow some more USDC. So it looks like my borrow limit here is $1,002, and then the Safe Max button, it does about 80% of your total borrow limit. So keep that in mind. If you aren't working with stablecoins, that 80% might be a little bit a high risk level. So keep that in mind, and permanent loss could liquidate you there. Just be careful. So we're going to go ahead here and borrow 801 USDC. Very cool. Transaction succeeded. All right, so that should be in our dashboard. Let's check our wallet. So, yep, wallet balance. Now, I just generated 800 USDC from nowhere. And guess what I can do now is I actually can provide that 800 USDC out as a loan. So now I'm actually earning more on my loan because I'm loaning out more money than I actually put in, and I'm earning the interest on borrowing this money. So, okay, pretty cool here. We'll deposit that 800. Come on, Harmony, you can do it. Confirm, confirm. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at our dashboard now. It looks a little bit different. So now our total deposit balance, we put in 2,400 deposit. Now we're borrowing 800. We're now earning 78.9% APR on that. And we're not even at our borrow limit because, hey, we just put some more money in for a loan. That means we can borrow more money. So let's hit that Safe Max button again. And now I can borrow 385 USDC. Let's go ahead and do that. So it almost seems like an infinite money glitch here. It's like I put in a certain amount, and then I'm able to take out some more into that, and now I'm earning interest on higher amounts of money than I originally had. And there's very little risk here. So again, with the stable coins, if I don't do any stupid plays and reach over my 100% borrow limit, so for example, if I don't want to take out any of my loans before I pay off what I actually have borrowed out, that would end up liquidating me. So as long as I'm smart on how I make my transactions out of this, then there really is no risk, and I'm earning some free money. So cool. I just took another loan out there, and I think you guys get the point here. So I'm just going to deposit this back in. Free money back in the pool. I'm going to go ahead and do the withdrawals from that. So I'm going to just make a couple more transactions here, and then I'll show you my final dashboard of where I landed at. So since the value is so significantly different from the original value that I had, we can actually multiply our bonuses by that difference to get an idea of what the actual APY is. So now on my stable coins, the difference is almost three times. It's 2.75 times larger than my initial value if we put the deposit and the borrow balance together. So right now with my stable coins, I'm earning 239% APR. So basically this is just free money getting printed out of nowhere. Note that there are this APY will fluctuate pretty intensely depending on where the TRANQ price is. So no, we were looking at the price, it was 52 cents earlier, now it's down to 46. So I think that there will be people kind of keeping sell pressure onto the price of this token, so keep an eye on that. And then the other big risk, as I talked about earlier, is that the audit has not currently been completed, so you do have to try to kind of trust the protocol that everything is going to be safely stored within the protocol, because if there's a big hack or something, then a lot of money could get lost. Well, hopefully that was a cool little intro for you into Tranquil Finance. Let me know what you thought of this video, and if you want to see any other videos on similar topics or more about this protocol. I'd love to hear in the comments if you're using this protocol to make any lends or borrows out, or if you're providing liquidity. How are you using this protocol? Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you on the next one. Laters.